Good morning, everybody. We shall be starting the proceedings of the inaugural function of the program, Synergistic Training Program Utilizing the Scientific and Technological Infrastructure, STUDI, which is being jointly organized by the University of Kashmir and Shivaji University, Kolhapur, Maharashtra. The program is supported by the Ministry of Science and Technology, Department of Science and Technology, Research and Development Infrastructure Division, New Delhi.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we cannot expect our life without science and technology, as we are revolving around it every single second. Science and technology are extremely essential in our everyday life, as they have made things more simple, fast and secured. Science and technology are both closely related terms. Scientific studies and progress result into wonderful technologies. Science and technologies are not only subjects, rather, they are the means that provide us with ways and objects that help us live a better life. While science is the study of entire universe, from cellular level to the highest level like cosmos, technology is the application arising from the science. Hence, we need both of them in our daily life. While science involves explanation, phenomena, analysis, and the predictions on various subjects, the technology is something that simplifies all these things. For instance, computers help scientists by storing the huge data, analyzing and organizing it as per our interest. Thus, science works better and keeps progressing when technology keeps on supporting it. Almost everything that we see around us is the gift of science and technology, be it smartphones, fans, wheels, vehicles, whatever. Even we can talk about the simple thing, the toothbrush, which normally we use every morning. Microwave systems, laptops even, etc. Everything is the result of the science and the technology. Our country, India, is not lagging behind any such endeavors which explore the significance and applicability of science and technology. Today, we are here to inaugurate one of our very significant programs launched by the Ministry of Science and Technology, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. The program is known as Synergistic Training Program Utilizing the Scientific and Technological Infrastructure Program. The scheme is intended to generate human resource, and it is capacity building through open access to science and technology infrastructure across the country. The main aim in this program is being visualized to be achieved by organizing short-term courses, workshops on the awareness, use and the application of the various instruments and the analytical techniques. The scheme envisions a hand-on training program and sanitization of the state-of-art equipment, as well as towards the sharing while ensuring the transparent access to science and technology facilities. A part of this program, in the next 6 days, we are arranging about more than 30 lectures and an equal number of hands-on sessions on various equipment related to different subjects of science. Experts of various fields are here from various universities who shall be engaging the students and the research scholars from various universities, institutes from across the state, as well as from outside the state. We are expecting a fruitful scientific week ahead.
We, the family of University of Kashmir, are grateful and indebted to the Honorable LG for appointing Professor Nilofar Khan as our first woman Vice Chancellor, University of Kashmir. I, on behalf of University of Kashmir, welcome all to the Synergistic Training Program utilizing the scientific and technological infrastructure with the support from Department of Science and Technology, New Delhi, Government of India. This week-long program from 23rd to 29 is being organized by the Department of Physics, University of Kashmir, in collaboration with the Shivaji University, Kolhapur, Maharashtra. Synergistic Training Program Utilizing the Scientific and Technological Infrastructure Program funded by Department of Science and Technology, is a scheme intended to human resource and its capacity building through open access to science and technology infrastructure across the country by organizing training programs on DST supported by R&D equipment, targeting scientists, professors, scholars actively involved in research across various institutions in the country. Over the next 1 week, we will be having with us around 30 participants having broad spectrum of research areas in the field of physics, such as atmospheric physics, astronomy, astrophysics, nuclear physics, material and science and environmental science, who will be delivering theoretical lectures and demonstrating some high-end equipment founded by different funding agencies. Sir, University of Kashmir is committed to particularly the research which will be used for the benefit of society, particularly surrounding the University of Kashmir or the different areas in J&K. Sir, under the guidance and under the leadership of our ex-Vice Chancellor Honorable Talat Saab, and now under the dynamic leadership of our Professor Nilofar Khan, University of Kashmir has already created a central facility in the University of Kashmir where under the scheme of brain gain we have engaged the research scholar, the postdoctorate fellows from who were working in Oxford and other reputed universities throughout the world. At present, we have approximately 15 such research scientists which we have brought here under the brain gain system announced by Honorable Prime Minister of India. Sir, before the kickstart of the event, I would like to express my gratitude towards you and who sincerely contributed to this event in order to make it possible. This wouldn't have been possible without the support of each and everyone present. This event is an opportunity time to renew contacts and brainstorm over issues of mutual interest.
As we have been witnessing that the new educational policy that has been launched and which we are going to implement from this year onwards, rather we have already started its implementation. One of the important components of the policy is mentoring of the institutions, be it at college level or even at school level. The program which our Department of Physics is organizing today, I think this is very important program, keeping that thing into consideration as regards mentoring of be it faculty members, students, research scholars. I think I would like to submit to the organizers of this program that let us extend this program even to school level. Let us have some sessions for school students so that they become familiarized with these, so that they see how scientific principles we can apply them or make them familiar with different types of equipments, high-end equipments, because it's not possible for every educational institution to have such types of equipments in colleges, in schools, and so on. And secondly, another important aspect of our this national education policy is optimum utilization of the infrastructure. I think equipments which we purchase after great struggle, writing projects and putting in so much of efforts and then purchasing equipments worth crores of rupees, and then if such infrastructure, such equipments are not utilized optimally, I think that we are doing injustice and we are failing in our duties. I think that's very essential, and it will also facilitate collaboration if we want to ensure that infrastructure that we generate, equipments which we purchase, if we want to ensure that they should be utilized to their optimum level. For that it's very essential we must collaborate with other institutions, with colleges, with other universities and so on. And secondly, once we enter into these sort of collaborations, we can have better understanding of different problems, of different dimensions of those problems, and come up with a good research output which can have a better application than that if we do things in isolation or if we do those things individually. Secondly, this particular session, it has another significance. This is the maiden meeting of our Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Nilofar Khan. I would like to avail this opportunity to assure Professor Nilofar Khan that the academic fraternity, rather the whole university fraternity assures you that we will extend all sort of cooperation, everything that you require for promotion, academic and intellectual growth of this institution, or to meet those objectives, to meet to respond to our national requirements or global requirements where we are required to play our role as an institution. I assure you on behalf of the whole university fraternity that you will get all sort of cooperation.
As I was listening to the various speakers before me, it gives me the impression that it's a very important activity. Why? Because we already have so many DST projects in various departments of our university, and we must be having the equipment, valuable equipment, and the equipment which is of scientific importance. As we know that in the departments, for example, if a very good scientific equipment is there, of course we use it, but we may not use it very frequently. So I really like the idea how DST has conceived this particular program to help our research scholars, to help our scientists, to help our faculty to get awareness and to be motivated how they can use these various scientific equipments. As I was going through the scheme and going through the program outlines of this particular program, I could feel that I think only 30 participants could be registered, and as I always say, I'm sure that some of the women must also have been registered for this program, and I'm sure that this particular program will be a success, and I assure on my side that all cooperation will be given to any such programs. I really congratulate Dr. Farooq and his team for organizing such a valuable program on the campus, and I'm sure that in future also we'll have such programs. I would definitely request Professor Talat Saab that he should provide his expertise to the university in future also and be linked with our various programs where he has already provided us the leadership. We are very thankful to the advisor, Shri R.R. Bhatnagar Sahab, for sparing his valuable time for being with us this morning. This shows his interest towards the various scientific activities in higher education. As Professor Masoodi already said, that university is preparing to implement the new education policy. I also know that we have done lots of work at the undergraduate level, waiting for the final clearance for our programs to be implemented at undergraduate level. Postgraduate level also is in process, and we know that in new education policy how much weightage research component is being given even at the undergraduate level. And when we have finally our scholars in the university, really they will be very much filtered, and the lot which we have in our universities will be the serious scholars with scientific temperament. Definitely we are looking forward to implement this scheme in our own UT also. At the end, I would definitely like to take this opportunity through this platform that I am grateful to our Chancellor and LG of our UT, Mr. Manoj Sinha ji, for trusting me of my leadership qualities to provide to this university, which I will do with my all honesty, dedication, and my hard work.
I would also use this opportunity to congratulate her and wish her all the best in her endeavors. And we look forward to great things for this institution from you, madam. It is indeed a privilege to be here for this program. I have also done my master's in physics So it is a special pleasure for me to come to a program hosted by the Department of Physics. The organizers of this program are through a scheme of the Government of India called Stuti, and it is indeed an endeavor to have collaboration between different institutions, sharing of infrastructure and sharing of resources as well as ideas, and also more than that, through the movement of scholars, interactive platform where different minds, different thoughts can be integrated to give better impetus to our research efforts. We all know that today is a day and age of technology, of research and development. Things move so fast today, and if we were to look at the technological developments of even the last decade, it would be very difficult to predict what would be the state of things even after 5 years. Things are changing so fast. If we were to look at the energy scenario, it is changing. If we were to look at some of the environmental issues that we need to address, the kind of adverse effects that some of our processes are having. Today we are thinking not only of electric vehicles, we are also thinking of roads which will charge those vehicles while the vehicle is moving. So as you can see, the possibilities are immense, and it is for all of us as responsible scientists and citizens of this world to address the problems that this planet faces and our civilization faces. It is very good that this collaboration is being done with the Shivaji University of Kolhapur, and about 10,000 scholars, as was just told by the gentleman from DOT, are planned to be covered under this scheme. I am also very happy to note that the brain gain scheme of the University of Kashmir is bringing good results, and they are saying that they have got now 15 scientists who are outstanding and who would be also contributing in the university. I would definitely just stress on a couple of things. One is that you must challenge the frontiers. Whatever may be your personal frontiers, the frontiers of science, the subject that you are taking up, the problem that you are addressing, you need to dream big. We are a very aspirational nation today, and the central government or the government of UT is all out to support our endeavors so that we can achieve the aspirations that we have. If you were to look at the new Education Policy 2020 that has been launched, that is addressing in many ways some of the drawbacks and shortcomings that we had in our education system. We are looking at more innovation, we are looking at more research, technology, broad basing our education, collaboration between different institutes, autonomy for the institutes, so that we are able to encourage people to think big, to be innovative, to be able to translate their innovation, their ideas into action. And over the next few years, you will see that there would be a sea change in the education sector. While in the UT also you have seen that there have been very major institutional advances as far as education is concerned. We have opened 7 medical colleges. This UT is going to have 2 aims. It already has an IIM, an IIT, and also we are looking to empower our colleges so that they become autonomous, they gain the necessary accreditations and are able to also move just not from degree courses, but to be able to move towards research and development and really contribute to the society and also enhance and interest the scholars who are and the students who are there. My advice is do not worry about failures. Failures are a part of the trying process. It is your passion and your personal self-belief and your perseverance. One day you will certainly succeed. Another important aspect that is brought out also by this program, this collaboration. We need to collaborate between different institutions, between the government, between the industry, the academia. These are very strong synergistic requirements that we need to meet. If we were to look at really the evolution of this planet, we would see that if you were to really think as to why do humans, we are not so strong physically. Our brain is, if you were to look at it physically, it is about the same as a lot of other animals. Why is it that we rule? One is that we can communicate. We have got very strong communication skills. We have built up language skills so that we can communicate with each other. The second is that through this process, we can have incremental learning. One person in one part or one university has a breakthrough. He can pass it on to another person across the world. And so we have incremental learning. And that is why today's scientific developments, today's advancements, today's growth and development have resulted because of this huge collaboration and communication that has happened. And also another very important aspect is that we need to cooperate. It is our cooperation as human beings that has really led to our dominating this planet. And now we have come to a phase where we have to see that we have to preserve this planet. We have to see what we give to our future generations. And this is something, a very onerous responsibility that is upon all of us. I would also support what was just mentioned, that we need to audit the usage and the outcomes that our labs and our instrumentation is producing. As was rightly pointed out, we sometimes do a lot of investment, we procure the equipment, however, we do not use it to the optimum level. So I think this audit will also help us to be able to push it ahead a little bit more.
सबसे पहले मुझे ये कहते हुए बहुत खुशी हो रही है कि ये जो प्रोग्राम जीएसटी में बन रहा था तो हमने मेक श्योर किया कि ये कश्मीर में भी आए और इसका जो स्पोक एंड हब मॉडल है इसमें जो हमारा हब है वो शिवाजी यूनिवर्सिटी था तो हमने कहा भाई ठीक है उनके साथ मिल के करते हैं और हमारे बहुत अच्छे दोस्त डॉक्टर कोहली हम लोगों ने मिल के ये प्रोग्राम बनाया जिसमें करीब 10,000 स्टूडेंट्स को हम तैयार करेंगे उनको ट्रेनिंग देंगे हफ्ते भर की और उसके अलावा जो अभी मसूदी साहब कह रहे थे स्कूल का शायद आपको पता होगा कि एक हफ्ते का साइंस वीक में हमने करीब 75,000 बच्चों को स्कूल में ये ओपन हाउसेस करके मेन एम वाज कि डीएसटी एंड ऑल अवर डीबीटी एंड ऑल अवर गवर्नमेंट फंडिंग एजेंसीज दे हैव स्पेंट इनफ मनी to different universities and Kashmir University has got a lot actually. So the idea is that all these instruments, बहुत दफ़ा क्या होता है मैं चूँकि खुद टीचर रहा हूँ हमारे मुल्क में जो परेशानी ये होती है कि बहुत सारे जो सोफिस्टिकेटेड इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स होता है उससे कभी हमारे प्रोफेसर्स टच नहीं करने देते आप देख लीजिए वो जो आपका टेक्नीशियन अगर वो चलाएगा आप देखिए मैं वो ख़त्म करना चाहता था मैंने वो जब मैं दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ाता था तो हमारे सारे स्टूडेंट को मैं ट्रेन करता था जो मेरे पास जो भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट था जैसे एक सारिफ था मेरे पास अब कश्मीर में इस तरह के इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स बहुत सारे हैं और दूसरे यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में बहुत हैं तो हमें ये चाहिए कि आगे बढ़ने के लिए हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को कोई इनहिबिशन ना हो कि कोई बड़ा इंस्ट्रूमेंट देख करके वो डरे जितना सोफिस्टिकेटेड इंस्ट्रूमेंट होगा डेटा उतना अच्छा निकलेगा लेकिन उसे अगर आप खुद चलाइएगा तब आप अच्छा डेटा जनरेट कर सकेंगे अदरवाइज वो टेक्नीशियंस को आपने सैंपल दे दिया और वो आपके हाथ में कुछ डेटा देगा वो खुद उसको नहीं पता है कि वो डेटा का क्या मतलब है कितना एक्यूरेसी है क्या प्रिसीशन है तो ये सब चीज़ें सोचते हुए हम लोगों ने ये प्रोग्राम डिवाइस किया है और दूसरी चीज़ ये है जो एनईटी के अंडर में कि हमारे रिसर्च स्कॉलर्स एक यूनिवर्सिटी से दूसरे यूनिवर्सिटीज़ जाएं उनको سارا حق ہے کہ کہیں پہ کوئی ایسا انسٹرومنٹ ہے جو ہمارے پاس نہیں ہے، دوسری جگہ پہ ہے، تو وہاں جا کے وہ کام کر سکے اور اس پہ کوئی رکاوٹ نہ ہو. اسی کے لیے یہ اس طرح کا پروگرام بنایا گیا ہے. اور مجھے پوری امید ہے کہ ایک سال میں، جیسا ابھی بھٹنگر صاحب بھی بتا رہے تھے اور کوہلی جی نے بتایا، قریب 10,000 بچوں کا ہے. 2-3 سال کے اندر ہم جو ہے کافی بڑا ایک سمجھیے کہ سائنٹیفک پول بنا لیں گے ہندوستان میں، جس کا فائدہ جو ہے وہ خود بخود نظر آنے لگے گا. تو مجھے بڑی خوشی ہے خاص کر کے کہ یہاں پہ یہ پروگرام ہو رہا ہے. کشمیر از ویری ویری امپورٹنٹ ٹو اس، اور اس طرح کا بائی چانس ایسا ہے کہ میں خود اس کا چیئرمین ہوں، لیکن میں اس طرح کے بہت سارے کمیٹیز میں ہوں، اور کشمیر یونیورسٹی از ایٹ مائی ہارٹ.